Hello everyone! In this session, we will show you what the collection size of batch processing is. And how does it work in SKYVVA? What is the collection size of batch processing? The collection size, also called the basket record collection size, determines how many records are grouped together into a job before they are passed to a batch worker. This helps optimize the batch processing performance. In this example, the collection size is set to 1,000 records, and we have 5 baskets. Basket 1 contains 1,000 records. Basket 2 contains 1,800 records. Basket 3 contains 300 records. Basket 4 contains 400 records. Basket 5 contains 500 records. Let's see how SKYVVA processes these baskets. Case 1. Collection size compared with a single basket. In this example, the system compares the configured collection size with each basket individually and decides how to process the basket. Scenario 1. Collection size equals the size of one basket. The collection size is set to 1,000 records, and basket 1 contains 1,000 records. Since the basket size matches the collection size, the system creates one job containing all 1,000 records and sends it to a batch worker for processing. In this case, the basket is processed as a single job. Scenario 2. Basket size is larger than the collection size. The collection size is set to 1,000 records. Basket 2 contains 1,800 records, which exceeds the configured collection size of 1,000 records. Because the basket is larger than the collection size, the system divides the basket into sections and processes it within one job. As a result, Job 1 contains the 1,800 records from Basket 2, and the batch worker processes the sections accordingly. In summary, the system checks the size of each basket individually and determines how to process it. Case 2. Collection size compared with multiple baskets. In this scenario, a single basket is not large enough to reach the configured collection size, so the system combines multiple baskets together. The collection size is configured to 1,000 records. First, the system starts with basket 1, which contains 300 records. Since 300 records are below the collection size, the system continues collecting baskets. Next, the system adds basket 2, which contains 400 records. Now, the total number of records becomes 700 records. Because 700 records are still less than the configured collection size of 1,000, these two baskets can be grouped together. The system then considers basket 3, which contains 500 records. If basket 3 were added, the new total would become 1,200 records. Since 1,200 records exceed the configured collection size, basket 3 cannot be included in the current job. As a result, the system creates job 1 containing basket 1 and basket 2 with a total of 700 records. Basket 3, which contains 500 records, remains and will be processed in the next job. In summary, the else condition is responsible for grouping multiple small baskets into a batch job while ensuring that the total number of records never exceeds the configured collection size. The system keeps collecting baskets one by one until adding another basket would make the total exceed the collection size. It then creates a job and continues processing the remaining baskets. Let's move to demo. Case 1. Collection size compared with a single one. Basket Scenario 1. Collection size equals the size of one basket. In this demo, the basket record collection size works only in batch mode and is processed by the scheduler. First, go to the Integration Detail page. Click the Interface Group tab and select an interface group that is linked to a batch mode interface. We also have a video on the SKYVVA YouTube channel that explains how to create and process a batch interface. Next, find the batch settings section in the interface group. As you can see, there is a field called Basket Record Collection Size. The basket record collection size is available only for batch mode interfaces and is processed by the scheduler. If this field is left blank, SKYVVA uses the default batch processing behavior. Each basket is processed individually and no basket collection is performed. Click the Edit button and set the basket record collection size to 1,000. and then click Save. When a collection size is configured, SKYVVA starts collecting small baskets into a single job to improve job utilization. Baskets that are already larger than the configured collection size are processed directly as individual jobs. Now go to the batch control board. In this example, the collection size is set to 1,000 records, and we have 5 baskets. Basket 1 contains 1,000 records. Basket 2 contains 1,800 records. Basket 3 contains 300 records. Basket 4 contains 400 records. Basket 5 contains 500 records. Since Basket 1 also contains 1,000 records, which matches the collection size, the system creates one job with all 1,000 records and sends it to a batch worker for processing. Now, let's see how SKYVVA processes these baskets. Click the Scheduler tab. In the batch control board, there are 3 schedulers: integration schedulers, interface group schedulers, and interface schedulers. In this example, we use the interface scheduler. Find the scheduler named Batch Process per Interface based on your interface name. Click the clock icon to configure the schedule. Set the frequency to every minute. Set the interval to 10 minutes. Then click Save. Next, click Start to activate the scheduler. The scheduler is now running every 10 minutes. Go back to the Working Basket tab. You can see that the basket containing 1,000 records is in processing status. Once the processing is finished, the basket with 1,000 records is completed. Next, open the History Basket tab. You can see that the basket containing 1,000 records has the status completed. Finally, go to Monitor to verify the message status. The basket message status is shown as completed, which means that all 1,000 records were successfully imported into Salesforce. In this case, the basket is processed as a single job. Scenario 2. Basket size is larger than the collection size. In this example, the collection size is set to 1,000 records, and we have 4 baskets. Basket 1 contains 1,800 records. Basket 2 contains 300 records. Basket 3 contains 400 records. Basket 4 contains 500 records. Since Basket 1 contains 1,800 records, which exceeds the collection size of 1,000 records, the system splits the basket into sections and processes them within a single job. Now, let's see how SKYVVA processes these baskets. Click on the Scheduler tab. In this example, we use the same interface scheduler configuration from the previous example, which runs every 10 minutes. The scheduler is now running every 10 minutes. Next, go back to the Working Basket tab. As you can see, the basket containing 1,800 records is in processing status. Once processing is finished, the basket containing 1,800 records is completed. Next, open the History Basket tab. You can see that the basket containing 1,800 records has the status completed. Finally, go to Monitor to verify the message status. The basket message status is shown as completed, which means that all 1,800 records were successfully imported into Salesforce. As a result, Job 1 contains all 1,800 records from Basket 1. Case 2. Collection size compared with multiple baskets. In this case, a single basket is not large enough to reach the configured collection size, so the system combines multiple baskets into one job. In this example, the collection size is set to 1,000 records, and we have 3 baskets. Basket 1 contains 300 records. Basket 2 contains 400 records. Basket 3 contains 500 records. The system starts with Basket 1 and adds Basket 2, resulting in a total of 700 records. Since this total is below the collection size of 1,000 records, both baskets are grouped into Job 1. Adding Basket 3 would increase the total to 1,200 records, which exceeds the limit. Therefore, Basket 3 is excluded and will be processed in the next job. Now, let's see how SKYVVA processes these baskets. Click on the Scheduler tab. In this example, we use the same interface scheduler configuration from the previous example. The scheduler is now running every 10 minutes. Next, go back to the Working Basket tab. As you can see, Basket 1 with 300 records and Basket 2 with 400 records are in processing status. Once processing is finished, both baskets are completed. Next, open the History Basket tab. You can see that both baskets now have the status completed. Finally, go to Monitor to verify the message status. The basket message status is shown as completed, which means that all 700 records were successfully imported into Salesforce. As a result, the system creates Job 1 containing Basket 1 and Basket 2 with a total of 700 records. Basket 3, which contains 500 records, remains and will be processed in the next job. The collection size, also called the basket record collection size, defines the maximum number of records that SKYVVA groups into a single batch job before sending it to a batch worker. This improves batch processing efficiency by reducing the number of small jobs. This feature is available only for batch mode interfaces and is processed by the scheduler. If the basket record collection size is left blank, SKYVVA uses the default batch processing behavior. Each basket is processed individually and no basket collection is performed.